Nation, welcome to another Yali Startup Academy. I want to thank again Africa Film Center for making this possible. Their editing is amazing, and also I want to use them as an example today as we talk about partnerships. But why we talk about partnerships is because a lot of you, when you finish the program at the Yali Center, you get out there very enthusiastic and you say, oh, we're going to do a partnership together, we're going to make a partnership, or you even say, I'm going to go back home and I'm going to find partners for my idea, partners for my project, partners for my initiative, partners for my organization. But then, why do many partnerships fail? It's because a lot of people go into partnerships with a need mentality. They go in it with, I need this partner to get this. I need this partner to have this. I need this partner to make this business deal. But real partnerships are based on, I have something to offer, and this partner also has something to offer. By bringing these two together, we can succeed. Now let me take a simple example. I wanted to be able to feed 1 billion people through my food organization. And so for me to be able to achieve that goal, I had to first define exactly what I wanted to achieve, which was run my business. Every time we sell meals, we take a percentage of it and we feed the needy. But then the problem is I don't have contact with the needy. I don't have contact with the homeless. I don't have any connections with them. And if I was to go out on the street and find them, I would need to create another organization that would just manage on feeding them, being able to connect with them, but also being able to maintain the momentum in building trust and working with them, which is something I didn't want to get involved in. So I had to find a partner who could be able to do that. But secondly, I also needed to make it visible. I needed people to see what we were doing. I needed people to contribute. I needed people to get engaged. And how do you get people engaged if you don't have media? I could have done it with my phone, use YouTube or Facebook, use my phone, take selfies, make little live videos, but that wouldn't be professional. That wouldn't be professional enough to show to other people what I'm doing. But also, my brand has passed that stage. I'm at a stage in my life where my career, my work, it needs to be professional, so I need to work with professionals. So what did I do? I looked around at all the people who also were going in the same direction as myself, who were also working in terms of human development, developing communities, but that were in the field that I wanted to work with. And then I reached out to Africa Film Center, and already we were doing these podcasts on a weekly basis, and I told them, I want to be able to feed 1 billion people. I want us to work together. I want you to bring your expertise, which is in producing great videos and telling great stories. I'll bring my expertise, which is in cooking great meals and being able to make this initiative sustainable. And we'll find a third partner who has people on the ground, who is already working on the ground, offering food to people. And that's how we got up with Homeless of Nairobi. So if you look at this triangle, this is a perfect partnership. Whereas I have the initiative, I have the vision, I have the clarity of purpose that, yes, I want to feed 1 billion people. I want to start with 1,000 within Nairobi. Secondly, I need it to be visible. So I have a partner who's in media, who are also passionate about doing projects for developing communities, who sponsor initiatives for women empowerment, and who has expertise in developing very good content and in packaging content in a way that it makes you feel like, yes, I need to get in touch with this. And lastly, we needed a grassroots organization that is working with the people in Nairobi that could enable us to take this initiative further. And that's how we got in touch with Clifford from Homeless of Nairobi. Now think about your own business, right? Think about your own organization, your own initiative. And you're there working hard every day, every morning, every evening on your ideas, but you see that you can't achieve as much alone. So you realize that there are things that you need, but you don't have. Now, how do you build great partnerships? The first thing you need to do is have clarity of purpose. What is your vision? What do you want to achieve? Either you want to grow your organization from one neighborhood to another. Either you want to acquire new customers, or you want to build a great website, or you want to, have 1 million followers, or you want to generate a lot of income, or you want to expand to a new market. You define exactly what you're looking for. Then you have to think of what are your strengths? What do you have to put on the table? Because I told you, a lot of people make the mistake of, I need this, so let me go and beg this person to partner with me, or let me go and sell myself cheap to this person so that we can be able to have a partnership because I need them. No, what you need to first find out is what are your strengths? What are the things that you are great in and that no one else is better than you in that field? So maybe you have a great sales funnel. Maybe you have great partnerships. Maybe you already have customers. Maybe you already have the funds to be able to fund your initiative. Maybe you already have connections with, I don't know, partners that, everybody else would want to connect with. Maybe you already have a great vision that people want to rally with. And that's where you start. So you start with that vision. And then secondly, once you have the clarity of purpose and you know what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what are the things that you cannot be able to have, you need other people to come and help you to be able to develop. And that's when now you start looking around for people who are strong in the places where you are weak, for people who have excellence in the places where you have weaknesses, for people who have, gifts in the places where you lack. And by associating with those people, what you offer them is you have something to put on the table that they cannot be able to bring. You have an expertise that they cannot be able to, complement. They need you as well, right? But then it's a win-win take in the situation. It's not just, I give and then I have to follow after to get. No, they need what you're putting on the table. You need what you're putting on, what they're putting on the table. And together you can build a great cake. The idea is always to build a bigger cake. Now, someone may ask, what if I'm already in a partnership with someone? Whereas I'm thinking of expanding the business, but they're thinking of keeping it small. And I'm thinking of, let's go and get more customers, and they're thinking, no, we should do it all by ourselves. I'm thinking we should partner with another organization, but they have trust issues. They don't want us to open up. How do you then build a stronger partnership when it's already done? Well, you have to reassess your relationship with any partner that you're already working with. You have to be able to go inside and sit down with them and talk this thing through, because it's very serious. A partnership in business is like a marriage. You have to be able to get together and have a clear purpose that you're both pursuing. If both of you want expansion and growth, if you want expansion and growth on a continental level and they just want on a regional level, you have to either be able to inspire them to see the continental opportunities so they can trust you that you can be able to get them there, or you have to be able to give and say, maybe we're not ready to expand. For now, we need to settle for the small that we're doing and then make that and handle that very well. If in both cases, the two of you cannot agree, then it's better to cut the partnership early. Put an end to the partnership in the beginning so that you don't have 5-10 years of accumulated efforts that lead to nothing. Because you have to understand one thing, everything is about alignment, and alignment, and alignment. If your visions don't align, it's never gonna work. If your skills don't align, it's never gonna work. If your passions don't align, it's never gonna work. That means that they don't need to be the same, but when you bring the two together, it builds a whole. It builds like this middle ground. Whereas in this middle ground, the two partnerships can excel. If you think of someone like Steve Jobs, or you think of someone like Bill Gates, or even the local entrepreneurs within your environment, every single one of them has either a good partner that is silent, that no one sees, they're the ones in front, but the partner is behind. So that partner is the one who's also pulling the strings and making sure that things work out. But also you have to understand that others, they have the ability to sell, but they don't have the ability to deliver. So that's like me. I'm a great salesman. I'm a great visionary. I can, create visions in people's mind. But I hate the details. I hate the details of the everyday management of, how things are supposed to run. I've learned that through my partner. And in my case, my partner is my wife. So she is very, very detail-oriented. She knows how to manage every single detail of an event for, 10,000 people. For me, what I can do is I can sell the event to people. I can engage people to come to the event. I can come up with how do we get more and more people to hire us to work with us. But in terms of delivering on the job, that's her expertise. And so what do? I expand the vision. I create the vision of what we would want to be. We create it together. But then in the execution, I also follow her. So I hope this was very helpful for you to learn how to build partnerships, how to sustain partnerships. If you have any more questions, send it to us. We're open to taking your topics and building videos around it. Thank you for watching the Yali Startup Academy. I hope you build a great business and that we can be able to transform the world together.